Being creative and having fun in the kitchen is one of the main goals of Meals in a Rush. If you can't have fun in the kitchen, why be in there, huh? Getting the whole family involved can be a very special time with lots of memories when you're all creating something together, especially for kids, and they really like to eat it. A great way to start, it's with cupcakes. There's so much you can do with cupcakes, and I'm sure you've seen the shows around this little decadent dessert that can turn into anything magical and very delicious. You just have to have a little creativity up here. Today, a cupcake creation that my mom dug up. She has this big old recipe box that I've had since I was a little girl, and she always used to collect different ways that we could be creative in the kitchen. And I've shared with you before my edible Play-Doh, that goes back to when I was in preschool. My caterpillar sandwich is another fun one. And today, she pulled this one out, and it's, I guess, a Martian of sorts. I call these little guys, I used to love E.T. This is E.T., the big, tall eyes. And when she pulled this out during the time that the movie was around, and she said, "Do you want to make these E.T. edibles?" I was like, sure. I loved it. And they are so easy, and you can let your imagination, as I said earlier, run wild with these little spiky guys. There are little spikes around there. And here's all that you're going to need to make this. Of course, any favorite cupcake, any flavor. You're going to need a couple of cans of the vanilla frosting. And you can use, I prefer white because we're actually going to color this. You want your pretzels. You'll see how all this comes together. And then chow mein noodles, and you're going, what? M&Ms. And we have these fun little sprinkle candies called Jimmies that you see. They're just a little sugar pieces that we'll put for the eyelashes. Then we can't forget our food coloring, and that's to make any color that you want of frosting. And then we have our marshmallows. So what you want to do, of course, is make sure that your frosting is nice and soft. You want to cook up your cupcakes. Then you're going to put one of the whole, just the standard size cans of frosting into a microwavable dish that you can zap in there. So you'll put in your frosting, and you want to make it the color that you would like using, of course, the food coloring. And today we have orange, but you can do yellow, red, whatever you would like to do. Zap that in the microwave for about 30 seconds. Don't overcook. Microwaves vary, so if you want to take it out at 15 seconds, give it a good stir, and then put it back in if you need it to thin out a little bit more. That's perfect. So we have all that done. We're going to have our cupcake, and I frosted it first with just the plain white frosting, just to give you an idea how to do it. Then you might want to put it in your freezer once you have all the cupcakes frosted for about 5 to 10 minutes. It just makes it firm up a little bit before you decorate. Then here's where the fun chow mein noodles come into play. This gives it that spiky feel to create it that alien type of creature. And you just have fun, and the kids can do this. You take the different chow mein noodles, different sizes, you stick those around, and then you're going to take this in your frosting that you've thinned out a little bit. And you want to put it, I've used a little bit of this, but in a deeper cup, and you just dip it in. I'll kind of turn it around here. And then if you have to spoon in some excess orange that you might miss from dipping, that's okay. And then you want to let the excess frosting fall off, and you can kind of move it around. And the chow mein noodles, they stay in fine. And it's however much frosting you would like. So that looks pretty. Ooh, this is a nice gooey one. Then let that chill out a little bit. You can put it in a refrigerator. Now we're going to make the E.T. eyes. And this is another fun part. You're going to take a pretzel, and what you want to do is take your little mini marshmallow and stick it on top so it's nice and firm, and then you can kind of round it and shape it out so you can fit that M&M on it. So we have it like that. Then the next step with the same pretzel, you want to place a little of just your plain frosting around, because that's going to be the glue for our M&M that creates the eyes. So we'll stick that in. Then you want to take your little tiny eyelashes, and you can just make this little creature have tons of eyelashes, or maybe just a few. You want to stick those around. Oh, look at that, so cute. This is going to be the little special E.T. for the day with the nice big green eyes. And there you have it. See how adorable. And these are absolutely one of my favorite treats, so I'm going to now eat. I need my little dessert. Enjoy the Meals in a Rush way.